Somebody wanted to know who's a better running quarterback, Chubba Purdy or Logan Smothers.
Oh, I thought I was going to hear Adrian Martinez in that question.
Well, there was a question about Adrian Martinez and what we think about Adrian having some success at Kansas State.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Good for Adrian. You know, Kansas State's doing well. And what else can you say? You got to be happy for him. But to answer that question, as a pure runner, I got to say Logan Smothers, but I think as overall quarterback, I'd kind of rather have Chubba Purdy out there. I mean, because he's a pretty good runner himself. But I think Chubba's he's got a little more experience and a little bit more talent in my eye. And I'm not trying to say anything bad about Logan Smothers, but you know, Logan's been here for 3 years now, and it is what it is. He's still third on the depth chart. So, I mean, I think Chubba Purdy's got a lot of talent in the running game, but you have a depth chart for a reason, and Casey Thompson's number 1, and Chubba Purdy's number 2, and Logan Smothers is number 3.
The last 2 weeks, Adrian Martinez
ran
for 171 yards and 3 touchdowns this last week. He had 4 total touchdowns. He threw for 1, ran for 3, 171 rushing, and he ran for 148 yards the week before and 4 touchdowns against Oklahoma.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, hey, hats off to Adrian. I'm happy for him. He's found some success finally, and obviously in a different system where they are emphasizing the run game, and he's got a pretty good running back as well. That they form a pretty formidable duo back there in the backfield, and until teams can figure out how to stop that and make them throw the ball, they're going to keep having success. So, hey, it's crazy right now. You think about Kansas and Kansas State right now, just not very far down the road from us, that right now are very successful and are both in the top 25, which is something I never would have thought would be happening.
All right. 9 touchdowns in 2 games.
Isn't that great? I mean, my goodness. Obviously, he's not doing that all on his own either. I mean, he's got some help there up front and stuff. And Chris Kleiman, hats off to him. You know, he knows what he's doing there and knows how to play with the talent that he's got. He knows what to do with it. So, Kansas State's in very good hands with Chris Kleiman and obviously Kansas with Lance Leipold. I mean, my goodness, state of Kansas doesn't know what's going on right now.
A lot of people would like to see Lance. Man, I got to look up the pronunciation on his name because I've heard Leopold, whatever it is. I've known about it for a long, long time, but I just
the way it's always been to me. So
okay,
I mean, he was here. He coached here. He was a graduate.
Okay,
so
Lance Leipold. Yeah. A lot of people would like to see him in Lincoln.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, him and Matt Campbell, obviously, and Chris Kleiman are all 3 really good candidates, you know, as younger upcoming coaches that, heck, they're all being very successful where they're at. And, you know, I don't know. Do they want to take on the challenge of a Nebraska with the pressure there? It's hard to say, but those 3 guys, obviously, very successful and on Nebraska's short list, obviously.